What's going on, everyone? Alex De Silva, Happy as Larry Group. I hope you are well. Welcome to another daily dose of happiness. Welcome to the beginning of another week. We're here again. It's another week. We're moving forward. Time waits for nobody. I wanted to talk to you guys about something quite personal, and hopefully you can take something away from this as well. I was doing some meditation yesterday, and I was just enjoyed a really lovely weekend. It was just nice, trained really hard, and just enjoyed also just really relaxing and not doing huge amounts. And all of a sudden I wanted to, Lucy has these, they're called angel cards, and every now and then we kind of, we sort of play around with them, and I thought to myself, do you know what? Let me just go and have a play around. I did my meditation and I kind of thought, play around. I had some time to kill. Lucy was working with a client. Ruby was asleep. And usually with those, you kind of take 3 cards. One's in the past, present, and future. And it was really interesting because I want to talk about the first card, which was the one from my past. And it actually talked about letting go of guilt. So kind of letting go of things that I felt guilty for, still feel guilty for from my past. And that was really interesting because it really hit me. It hit me quite deep. There are still a few things that hold me back as an individual. And, and it stops me every now and then to kind of move forward the way I want to. I still carry on with life, and I still keep doing what I'm doing, but there is that little, that little edge where I know I can do a little bit better, particularly when it comes down to my business. I know that with, when it comes down to CrossFit, when it comes down to my normal job, when it comes down to, being a father, a husband, I try my best, and of course there is always improvement around those things, but because I know that there is a safety net there, I know that it's fine, that I can kind of go and it's all good. Whereas with this, with Happy as Larry, there is this sense of fear. And I have this kind of sense of guilt as well, where if you've heard my story, and I know you have, and if you're watching for the first time, one of the things I struggle with is not feeling good enough, and often when I'm public speaking or even in my videos, the podcast, I often share quite openly, that I felt growing up that I was never going to be anything. I was never really going to be good enough. I was just going to be average Joe, average Alex, and I always thought myself as just average. I'm average height, average size, and just a kind of an average guy. And I thought that this is me, this is what I'm going to be. And I accepted that, and I lived with that, and I just accepted and became that person. I became average. I was never going to be great. I was never going to be phenomenal. I was never going to be amazing. I was just going to be me. And so when I push myself, when I've got somebody there with me that helps me to push me, then I can do that. I can push past those barriers. But when it's with me, I know that I can just pull the plug. And that's something that card made me realize I need to let go of this stuff. And it's not just that card. I guess it just it just kind of gave me an even more of a prompt, even more of a sign for me to realize that I need to let go of, the things in my past. And one of the things I need to let go is fear. Fear of not being good enough, fear of failing, fear of not being successful, all of these little things. Not that they play on my mind every day, but every now and then when I'm pushing myself to kind of get past it, really, it just holds me slightly, and I move forward with it. I really do push, as far as I can, but I'm speaking to you honestly, and the reason I do these videos, as I said, in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, 50 years time, you can see the journey that I've had to go through, with Happy as Larry Group being a new business into, wherever, we're going to be in the future. And our goal is to be global, is to be, the biggest happiness and well-being company, brand and company in the world. And, and we will get there. But what I want to share, and the reason I want to share this with you guys, is for you to realize that if you are new, if you are a new entrepreneur, if you're going into business now, whenever you're watching this, I want you to realize that we all go through these things, and it's okay to go through this. That's the reason I share these videos. That's the reason I do this, because I know that whether this helps somebody now or helps people in the future, it's going to help somebody. And you're going to be sat at your desk building your own business thinking, oh my God, my fears, my past, the guilt and shame for some of the things that I did, that still kind of haunts me every now and then. Again, I don't sit there thinking about it all day, because that's not how I am. But every now and then it does creep in, and because I am a sensitive person and I am loving and I am caring, the true me is that kind of person, I am compassionate, it does affect me, but how it affects me is that my brain says, well, see, you're not good enough because, you've hurt people, you've done this, you've done that. And I am starting to realize every single day that that's not me anymore. And that thinking isn't my thinking. That's old behavior. And I have to let go of that. And yesterday, although I was just kind of playing with those cards, it meant so much to me to be able to see those 3 cards and to see that one in particular, because it is something I have been really looking forward to just letting go of. I'm not one to kind of live in my past, but when it kind of creeps in, it does upset me, because I'm not that person. And although I can't ever change what has happened, what I can do is to put my past into practice, into the future, which is what I'm trying to do. So doing this video releases all of that fear away from me, releases all the anxiety, releases all of that, and I'm trying to turn that into a positive. So every single thing that I do, every single day, is about turning my experiences, good, bad, ugly, into positive, so that hopefully what I've learned from it can help you to then move forward with your life. And that's, and that's kind of it for me, and I hope that it really does help you if you're starting your business now and you are exactly where we are, still young, still fresh, still full of ideas. Don't ever lose that. Somebody said to me, when people come into businesses, they're like cowboys. They literally just go all in, and they're crazy. And one of the greatest advice that was given to me was, from this guy, and he turned around and said, don't ever stop being a cowboy. Don't ever lose that enthusiasm. And he sits with me. I mean, it says it in the name, happy as Larry grew. So, we're never going to lose that enthusiasm. But it was beautiful to see, because I'm so blessed to be able to meet people like him, and have people that I have in my life today that encourages me every single day to be able to look at things like that, to be able to look at those fears, to be able to say that this isn't me anymore, I'm done. And I'm telling you now, I'm done. I'm done with it. And I share it because I'm human, and if it creeps up again in a few years' time, then that's okay. And it will do, because we're just normal human beings, and we have this beautiful thing called a brain that remembers everything. And once it becomes a well-trodden path, you're never going to lose that. It's always going to be there. But what I am learning every day, and here's the key, you can never undo what has already been done. You can't ever forget or erase those behaviors or things that you've learned, anything that's kind of negative or toxic. But what you can do is you can teach your brain new things. You can teach new ways, new behaviors, and that's so key. That's so key. And that's one of the things I'm learning, that I am good enough. I do belong. I am successful. I am great. I am amazing. I am phenomenal. And I believe it, not from an egotistical perspective, because it's not even about business, it's about me. I love who I am as an individual, and I want that to shine through, because I now understand that you can be that too, which is the reason why I do these videos. So I hope you have an amazing day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And as always, be amazing, be fantastic, and be absolutely phenomenal today. You deserve it. And look, we're on this journey together, whether we ever bump into each other or whether we don't. Hopefully you get something out of this and you become hugely successful in whatever you do in life, whether it's for yourself, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's work, whatever it is, channel those things, channel all of that, whether it's anger, resentment, fear, shame. Turn all of those things into a positive and really channel that, because it will see you in greatness. So I'll speak to you again very soon, and I'll see you later. Take care.